How's it going, guys? I am Evan Forbes, Canadian Hosier. It would have been 3 or 4 years ago. I built this shield, and I swore as soon as somebody asked me, Evan, how did you make this shield? I would be like, hey, this is how. I would make a video. But nobody asked for it. So instead, I built one for Corridor Digital. The main thing you need to buy right now is a snow disc. You're going to have some ropes on it. Cut off those ropes. You're going to drill a hole in the direct center of this shield. You're going to get a painter stick. Drill a hole on the edge of that painter stick, flip it around, and drill a hole so you can set a pencil inside. Put a nail right through the shield. You're going to loop it around. Once you got the circle drawn out, cut it out with the jigsaw. Now you want gloves for this because half the scars on my hands are from this shield right here. So wear gloves. You don't want to get cut up. Then you're going to go and get like a coarse sandpaper, clean the edges off, just so they're not as sharp. You got the easy part done and over with, and now on to the annoying part, stripping it all down. Get yourself some gel-based heavy-duty stripper. I let it sit there for overnight. It loosens it all up, and it's just going to be easy to scrape off with a scraper or clean it up with some sandpaper towards the end. You need to basically weld on some screws. Now, if you don't know how to weld, like myself, get somebody else to do it, which I did. But if you don't have anyone else to weld, go and get yourself like some adhesive or a JB weld. It's not going to be as strong, but it's going to hold, it's going to do the job. This shield, I just used the glue at first and it lasted for months. Only fell off because I was doing a action video and I swung my arm and the shield kept going and the bolts dropped to the ground. So if you're just doing it for show, the JB weld will work perfectly fine. To determine where to put these screws, you can either measure it out exactly or eyeball it. For me, eyeballing it works. I just wanted it to be in the center of my palm so I can grab onto it, and then roughly right about in the forearm here. Get the same painter stick you used to draw the lines before. Wrap some sandpaper around it. Stick the nail in the hole and loop it around your shield. You want to have that kind of circular texture. You want to mark out where you want the color. So think the design of the shield. How big's your logo? The logo I used on these shields are about 6 inches wide. For this shield in particular, I did from the middle 4.5 inches, and then middle to this outer ring, 8.5. You want to get your painter stick and you want to drill holes at those marks, the 4.5 and the 8.5. You want to stick the pencil in there and do the exact same thing you did before. In our case, we want the middle to be silver. Tape off the center. That's all done. Grab some spray paint, in our case black. Spray the whole thing down. While you're waiting for the paint to dry, get your logo ready. Slap it into the computer, 3D print it. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I don't have one. I don't have a 3D printer. So instead, I got galvanized vents. Does the job. Get some tin snips, cut it out, or a grinder, cut it out, roughen it up a little bit with some sandpaper, and I slapped it on with some adhesive. Go and get some clear coat. Now, I recommend going with the Rust-Oleum gloss clear coat. I always recommend this one because a lot of clear coats I find yellows, especially the oil-based ones. Your shield is 90% done. You've got your logo in there, you've got your color in there, you've got your clear coat on there, your gloss, but you need a way to hold it. Get a belt. You already got your screws welded in there, so get a belt, get the ends of the belt. So talk about your buckle and your loops, and you want to put those right where your forearm's going to go. Then you need the middle part of that belt, cut it out, and then that's going to be the grip. Once those are in, throw some washers in, throw some lock nuts on there, and you're good to go. Your shield is done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Like this shield's like an icon to this channel. It's been in almost every video, and even ones you guys haven't seen. I do videos specifically for this shield, and I'm like, it's not good enough for the shield, so you guys won't ever see it.